It all came crashing down on a Thursday afternoon in March, 3 years ago. I remember everything about that day. It was cold, one of those gray, raw days where winter just won't let go. I was in the kitchen making beef stew, Richard's favorite, when I got the mail. Most of it was junk credit card offers, grocery store circulars, but there was one official-looking envelope from the county clerk's office. I almost threw it away. I figured it was something about trash pickup schedules or a notice about road construction. But something made me open it. Maybe God was looking out for me. I don't know. It was a notice about a tax lien on our property. According to this letter, we were behind on payments on a home equity line of credit, and the lender, some bank I'd never heard of, had filed a lien against our house. I read it 3 times. My hands started shaking. This couldn't be right. We didn't have a home equity line of credit. We'd paid off our mortgage 15 years ago. This had to be some kind of mistake, identity theft, maybe, or a clerical error. I called Richard at work. My heart was pounding so hard I could barely speak. "Richard, I need you to come home right now." I could hear the noise of the warehouse behind him, the forklift beeping, men shouting orders. "Honey, I'm right in the middle of inventory. Can this wait until tonight?" "No, it cannot wait. We need to talk about this letter I just got from the county." There was a pause, a long pause. In that silence, I heard the truth before he said a word. "What letter?" His voice had changed. It sounded smaller, guilty. "The one about the lien on our house, Richard. The home equity loan I never knew we had." Another pause. Longer this time. "I'll be home in 20 minutes. I sat at the kitchen table holding that letter, and I felt this cold, sick weight settling into my stomach. In 20 minutes, my entire life was going to change. I didn't know how yet, but I knew. You know how sometimes you just know? When Richard came through the door, he looked like he'd aged 10 years in 20 minutes. His face was pale, his hands were shaking. He sat down across from me, and he couldn't look me in the eye. "Tell me this is a mistake," I said. My voice was steady, but inside I was screaming. He put his head in his hands. "I need you to let me explain." "Explain what? Explain why there's a lien on our house? Explain a loan I never agreed to?" And then he told me. Or rather, he tried to tell me a version of the truth that would make him look less terrible. He said he'd refinance the house with my knowledge, which was a lie. He said he'd needed my signature on some documents, and I'd signed them, which was partially true, except he'd lied about what they were for,